Hello everybody and welcome to another OgreCast. I am Ogre and I will be your host in this Starcraft 2 game between Eladimir and SuppaDuppa. It's a Zerg versus Zerg, and Eladimir is a Diamond League player, and I will assume that SuppaDuppa is also. It is the wee hours of the morning, and that usually means that Ogre is up late casting Starcraft 2 games for his friends and himself, because it's fun. Yeah, so time to speed up the beginning. Both of these guys are not doing an uber rush build. Let's check it out. We got a 13 drones up so far for SuppaDuppa, and building more drones. Eladimir also, they have actually pretty much the same build from the get-go. Fairly standard for Zerg. Round of 14 pool, I believe. Should be seeing one. Oh, we have an extractor first from SuppaDuppa. So probably going a gas-heavy build to get the extractor first. Got the spawning pool down here for Eladimir at 14. So now he is down to 13 drones and producing 2 more. SuppaDuppa is scanning completely the wrong direction. Eladimir got a good scout off, so he knows where SuppaDuppa is. He also spotted this spawning pool, so he's going to be well aware of the timing of the spawning pool. I guess he also would have seen that, well, the extractor was down. He doesn't know how early it was. So yeah, we're just waiting on the spawning pool to pop up, and hopefully some Zerglings will be running around, making this somewhat more exciting. It is now 3.5 minutes into the match. We've got Eladimir's Overlord chasing SuppaDuppa's Overlord, so I'm not sure what he's going to do with that. I guess just keep tabs on where it is, so no Nidus Worm play or things like that. Pretty good strategy to keep. Oh yeah, and as soon as the queen is out, he goes and attacks. He did not actually get a spawn or an inject larva off first, which would have been a good idea, but these Zerglings are, I'm not sure they actually spotted that Baneling nest. No, they did not. So unfortunately, the sacrifice of those 2 Zerglings didn't result in any good scanning information for Eladimir. Still got these Overlords running a race together. I think the blue one might be slightly in the lead. And let's see, we got a lair coming up for Eladimir. No lair for SuppaDuppa quite yet. So it looks like Eladimir is going to go with a higher tech build, and got 2 spine crawlers up. So a little more defensive, whereas SuppaDuppa went for some fast Zerglings. He's got 4 right there on the edge. 6 here coming. And he's starting to morph in the Banelings. This could be bad if they don't get spotted by Eladimir before completely morphing in, I suppose. And the Zerglings come and attack. They are not going to do too much, but except they do distract the spine crawlers, and bam! Down goes about, oh my god, that had to be at least 10-15 drones. Let's check out the unit tab here. Well, okay, so he probably lost 8 drones. It's 16 drones to 13 though, so after all that, I mean, with all the Banelings that he lost and all the Zerglings he produced for that attack. Oh, but he's got some more Banelings morphing in up here, and they're coming in hoping to get off on some of these. Oh, 2 more drones go down, and a 3rd one. So that is 150 minerals worth of drones, and here's another Baneling just gets poked off by these spine crawlers there. Now a few more Zerglings come in support. They are poking away at the queen, but they are not in strong enough numbers to actually break through the spine crawlers. However, Eladimir is really suffering on the drone count at this point. Now it's 17 to 16. With those 5 popping back in, but looks to me like a pretty sizable Zergling force here. Eladimir is hoping that the Spine Crawlers can hold him off, but unfortunately, it's just too many Zerglings. They're taking down, oh, one Spine Crawler, one Queen goes down. This next Spine Crawler is definitely going to go down. Not seeing any, oh, we got one Baneling morphing in, so the drones are focused on him. And two more Zerglings just poking away and killing these drones. That is bad news. The drone count now is 19 to 9. The two more Banelings morph in and take out two more drones, possibly three. The drone count is now 19 to 5, and this game is looking really bad for Eladimir. And now Eladimir's got some Mutalisks morphed in, completely missed the Spire. I apologize for that. He's got two Zerglings poking away at that those rocks there. Two more Banelings morphing in, but Eladimir now spots them thanks to his creep tumors, giving him quite a good view of his base. These two mutas are not going to be able to do any serious damage with the Queen here to defend. The Queen is a very good anti-air unit, so shoos the Mutalisks away, and they have got to save their bacon. And now we've got a decent amount of creep tumors spreading out around Eladimir's base, whereas you can see SuppaDuppa hasn't been using the creep tumors. However, he has used his aggression to get up a second base way up in the top left corner. So it's going to be hard to spot unless Eladimir has sent anything around to scout there. You know, usually he's pretty good about map coverage with his overlords. He's using these mutas to pick off an overlord here. Let's just take a look at Eladimir's cam and see what he's doing. Pulling back into the drone race. Apparently Eladimir is very focused on this overlord there. He's got his two mutas just flying around, trying to keep some map control. He hasn't spotted a base quite yet. I think he's going to find it hard to believe that there's no expansion quite yet, so he should be made a little suspicious that there hasn't been a second hatchery laid down by SuppaDuppa. Yeah, Eladimir has just focused on making drones, still has nothing mining gas right now, so I guess he better hope he's making a lot of Zerglings or something like that in the future. But I think he's just forgotten. Good work with these Mutalisks. I mean, they can't really do any damage in the base, but they can run around and do harassment. Like, let's see if he's supply blocked. Yeah, he has supply blocked SuppaDuppa just by flying around and finding the overlords. SuppaDuppa's vision now is limited to his bases. He's got one drone up in the top right, which I'm sure is a well, he's probably planning on becoming a hatchery one day when he grows up. What do we got here? Roach Warren going down for Eladimir, and he's really just been producing drones this whole time. Now it is 30 drones to 20. SuppaDuppa has decided that he's going to focus on drone production finally and get this second base up and running. Fortunately, Eladimir has actually put in another in-base hatch to get those extra larvae and has his expansion going down right now. It's really going to help him pull back into this game if he can get saturated quickly. However, yeah, he is still producing some drones. But so is SuppaDuppa. So if he can keep this, I mean, that's a 14 drone advantage right now. If he can keep that kind of advantage and move on to this third hatchery right here, Eladimir is really going to be in some trouble. I mean, it's just astounding that Eladimir has managed to hang on in this game and even had a chance to rebuild. SuppaDuppa probably should have been able to make enough units to really polish him off. He only had, 5 drones left. That would have been a serious income advantage had SuppaDuppa been producing drones at the start as opposed to waiting so long. However, now the drone count is 46 to 23 for SuppaDuppa. He is in macro town. His income right now is 1,400 over 300, but that's because of a massive drone transfer by Eladimir. Okay, so it's going to start equalizing out probably at about 640. That sounds about right. 700 to 1400, 1500 now. So